Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowl here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The short completion of the tight end. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
The Vols will line up on 1st and 10. And he's got it again. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
What a catch! Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now. The Volunteers are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And this run goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers, as they clean the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Looks like LSU has the first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. He lets it go. Oh, what a grab! The defense scoops it up.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's found some room at the 45. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Not able to connect, incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incompletion makes it second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's hit just before the throw.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Quick throw complete to the tight end. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quick throw, testing the middle. He's wide open. Look out. And make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. Zone has a lane. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
First down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Touchdown, Tigers! A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tremendous toughness here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackle in the backfield.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play. The takeaway and a huge gain on the return. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. The shotgun handoff here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. Can he make it to the marker? And the Volunteers looking to keep this drive rolling.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
He flips it to the back across the middle. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He bought some time, now lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. They're going to run it. Got the 1st down and still motoring. And they get him down what will be the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Volunteers will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the 3rd quarter going. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking deep downfield to the left. He's got him down the left sideline for a huge gain. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back has it on a screen now. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's the target, and it's complete. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Looking to throw yet again. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's down at the 3-yard line.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep him short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
Offense facing second and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Touchdown, LSU. And that will give them the lead now. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
They'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. On the move now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And it's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. And now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on second and 10. Short throw complete to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, because Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Bringing pressure. On a pass rush, can't score.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on 2nd down.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be a 35-yard attempt. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I think the offensive coordinator senses that the defense is really flowing a little bit too quickly, so goes with that counter misdirection look and picks up a nice gain here for the offense.
Makes a quick run out. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches a 38. First down from there.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running.
Oh, he breaks free, still going.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
And the Vols come to the line with 1st and goal. On 1st down, it's play action. He escapes the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the move now. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So they start 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. You know the defense is going to be aggressive now. This offense has to be careful not to make a mistake here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
With a 1st down now at the 16, this offense has a lot more breathing room. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's 2nd and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks left and finds his target there. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tigers. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. The sure hands. It's Norton. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield.
And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They make the stop, but it's a big play. The 31.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down. The Vols will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Working clock with the ground game. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And now the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Ball fielded at the 45. Coverage team brings down the returner. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. A deep shot to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon or this one will be over.
And he's back to throw again on second down. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's picked for a third time tonight. Breaks into the open. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. And puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Now it's second down here. Here's the handoff. He gets loose. He's got the first and still going. Tackle tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control. We can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.